This Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is sponsored by...
Hi, Brian Governor for P&W Marketing, and I just wanted to say thank you. This year, we're celebrating 35 years of providing hundreds of Valley businesses with the best in marketing advice, promotional products, print, planning and buying, corporate apparel, and trade show booth concepts. 35 years. That's a long time and a lot of corporate branding. With your help, we'll be here for a long time to come. Visit us online at pwmarketing.com. Have a great day and a great summer.
Welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. The Athena Award Dinner was held last month to honor women in our Valley who have excelled in their profession, dedicated themselves to community service, and honored other women by offering support and mentorship. We spent some time after the event with this year's award recipient, Eastern Gateway Community College President Dr. Laura Meeks, who shared stories of her life and plans for the future. We first asked Dr. Laura Meeks what was going through her mind as she accepted the Athena Award.
I just all of a sudden wanted to say something, and it was almost like it just came out of my soul. And when I said that, you know, I really wanted to dedicate any recognition that any of us had that night on behalf of teachers and on behalf of people like me who, you know, didn't think that they could go to college, or someone who inspired them. It just came out of my soul. Dr.
Meeks has been an educator for 42 years. She's a mother, a grandmother, an advocate for women, and a strong supporter of community colleges.
Community colleges really are a good pathway, not just for students of diversity, but also for faculty and presidents. So community colleges, there are 1,250 in the nation, and they do have a high percentage, higher than some other fields, of women as CEOs. So yeah, it's a good move. I would really encourage women and minorities to really look at jobs in community colleges, because they're very open door and open access.
Meeks began her community college career more than 2 decades ago. She was one of few women in leadership roles at the time. Since coming to Eastern Gateway, she's helped double enrollment, increase retention rates, and expand the college from 1 county to 4. Although she's now 65, she says she has more work to do and is not ready to retire yet, but she has plans for when that time comes. She wants to do hands-on work to help people in the community, she plans to write a book, and she wants to encourage people to become foster parents.
My husband and I raised a foster son, and I can't talk about Buddy without crying, but I really would like to encourage people to be a foster parent, because Buddy was killed when he was 42. He was a city policeman, but he wasn't killed in the line of action. He was doing a part-time construction job, and the day before Easter, he was in a very serious accident. So he was, but I learned from him the importance of really, if you really want to make a difference in a person's life, be a foster parent.
Meeks also wants to lend her expertise to community colleges free of charge, and she wants to be an advocate for women, making sure they have access to things she didn't when she was growing up.
I didn't get to play basketball because we didn't have Title IX, and when I was young, girls didn't play basketball. No one did. We just tried to be a cheerleader, and I couldn't be. And I tried to be a majorette, and we didn't have money, so I couldn't be in the band. So I never was a coach. I never played basketball, but I'd like to be an inspirational cheerleader and just go around and support people and be their advocate.
Setting up for a big event like the Athena Award Dinner, which brought a crowd of nearly 700, meant hours of work and plenty of preparation. Alyssa Toto takes a look at what went on behind the scenes at Mr. Anthony's just hours before showtime.
Every napkin perfectly placed, every glass, fork, and spoon in its spot, and every bow tied just right.
That ruins the effect if everything is not pinpointed down to the way we originally had planned it. So we're very meticulous with the small little attentions to detail rather than starting with the big overall picture, because it's the small little things that create the entire big picture to begin with.
PMG Chocolatier was responsible for creating the atmosphere for the nearly 700 guests at the 2013 Athena Award banquet. At one time, the owners of the Gourmet Chocolate Company, with locations in Niles and Austintown, tried to keep their chocolate and event planning businesses separate. But they recently realized bringing the two together was the perfect combination.
because what we're actually trying to do is to create a one-stop shop for everything for our client. For example, it's a wedding. We can do their chair covers, we can do their linens, we can do their overlays, we can do their centerpieces, we can do their gourmet chocolate buffets, wedding favors, all the way down to outsourcing them for their DJ services, photographers, and things of that nature.
The Athena Award is one of PMG's largest events of the year. It took their crew about 14 hours over 2 days to complete the setup. Setup of the room decor, tables, chairs, centerpieces is just half the battle. The electronic end of things is far more complicated.
FortyTwo Event Production is a special event technology provider. We provide sound, lights, video, staging, and decor for all kinds of events, from corporate events to concerts to festivals and everything in between.
The staff of FortyTwo Inc. spent about 5 hours making sure every light, mic, cable, and camera was perfectly positioned and operational. It's the same process they go through for every event they produce, and FortyTwo Inc. provides technology for some very large-scale functions, including national multi-venue events for corporations like Verizon and live television broadcasts of presidential visits across the country.
It's definitely rewarding and it's definitely meaningful. So people here take a lot of pride in what they do. It's almost a personal goal to make it perfect.
And thanks to the pros at FortyTwo Inc. and PMG, as well as the Chamber's Bergen Jordani and Jennifer Mascardine, who are responsible for the overall vision of Chamber events, the Athena Awards are as close to perfect as you can get. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Alyssa Toto.
Well, the end of one large event doesn't mean that the staff at the Regional Chamber gets to rest before the next one comes around. The special events team is already hard at work preparing for our biggest event of the year, Young 2013.
In just a few months, this empty Cavelli Center floor will be transformed into a hub for the oil and gas industry. Here's an impressive look at what's on that floor by the numbers. 17,000 square feet of carpeting, 125 vendors, 1,500 people from 24 states and Canada, 15 giant trucks out on the plaza, and 1 oil rig.
While the conference is industry specific, the expo and the networking activities that go along with the event are open to everyone, and they're a great opportunity for the local business community to come out and interact with the industry.
The conference will take place September 11th through the 13th. Exhibitor space and sponsorships are still available. Be sure to visit regionalchamber.com for more information. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Take 5. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.